Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So it's Friday freebie day. Now this little platter here is a little insight into our theme. So this is, I know that doesn't look very appetizing, does it? But it's green tea and it tastes absolutely great, with a little bit of honey in it. It's lovely. And this is a piece of my birthday cake that Andy made me. So I'm up here having a little bit of tea and cake. Can you guess what our theme is this week? We are doing tea. So this is time for tea. Now I also have a lovely kit out as well, which I will show you. So it all sort of like will go together. But I thought I'll give you a lovely little, you can make it into like a booklet. You can make it into a little journaling card, or you can even make it into like a greetings card. So if you know somebody who loves tea, you can have a lovely, lovely greetings card for them. And we have some beautiful little roses on there as well. So this is 185. We didn't do one last week because we were really, really busy and we just didn't have time. So do apologise, but we are back. So 185. And of course we have, for our lovely one-off and monthly Ko-fi supporters, we have an extra page of little fussy cuts, and aren't they gorgeous? Little teapots and cakes and little teacups, beautiful. Now as well, because we didn't do a Friday freebie last week, Ko-fi did miss out, and I like to give them something each week because I can't do it without your support. It is just amazing. So we've got this one for you, so you've got 2 extra pages this week, and these are beautiful journaling cards. So it's almost like a shabby vintage sort of like little journaling cards of little teapots and cakes and stuff. So that is lovely. So if you are one of our monthly or one-off supporters, please pop over and you can pick these up as well. And I'm just loving it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly show you, we have a new kit, and this one is called Time for Tea. Let me just move my tea out of the way. I hope you could see our Friday freebie then. Okay, so this one's Time for Tea. It's 18 pages, and it is beautiful. I'm absolutely loving it. So obviously it's tea themed, isn't it? So we've got tea and cake, and it's just so, so pretty. Really pretty. So we've got little chalkboard there, which is lovely, and we got the clock, so it's 11:30. So 11:30 is sort of tea time, isn't it? Nice cup of tea, which is lovely. Look at these. It's always time for tea. And this is called Jude's Tea Room. So we've got Victoria Sponge, Chocolate Eclair. So if you're from the UK, you'll know all these things. And we've got specials on here. Look, we've got a selection of finger sandwiches, ham and homemade onion chutney. Egg and cress is very British. So very British sandwich, isn't it? And then we've got cream cheese and cucumber. Lovely. And then Jude's Tea Room, which is take a break with a cup of tea and a slice of cake. Open from 10 AM till 6 PM Monday to Saturday. I just love these. I just think it's so much fun. They are just fabulous. And we've got a lovely sort of like tea little poem there as well on there. This says Jude's, I don't want to keep calling it Jude's Tea Room. And I'm going to print this. I'm going to actually pop this in a frame because I absolutely love that. I think that sort of like would look really lovely in a kitchen, especially if you know someone who's called Judy. So there we go. We've got a lovely little poemy one. I love the wood on this. I think the wood looks beautiful, doesn't it? We've got some little journaling pages. This is the wood. These are just fab. And then of course we've got them all sort of like shrunk down. On here we've got some like lovely little wooden tags. Not wooden tags, but they are wooden slat tags. And then we've got some little tea bags on there. These are fun. So these are the fun tea bags. So I will do, I'll show you how these things work in a video soon. So these are just like tea bags that you just fold it, you cut them out and then fold them in half. This will sort of like, you fold that in half and then you can fold it again. so it gives you like a little bottom piece to it. And then this, you can actually make your own little tea bag, and this is sort of like the top of your tea bag there, but we will make those. We have some lovely little chalkboards with lots of little things on. Pop the kettle on, it's tea time. Life is like a cup of tea. It's all about how you make it. I love these. Afternoon tea, look at that, it's just fab, isn't it? And then we've got lots of little sayings on here as well. I'm going to use some of these actually with the Friday freebie because they go really well. And then we've got a few little fussy cuts on there, couple of little pockets on here. So there we go, guys, loving it. So I will show you how to make a few bits and pieces in that as well. So I'm going to actually cut this out with you. No, I'm not. I'm going to show you what I've made first. Jumping the gun a little bit. Right, that's the one I've already cut out. So look at this. I've made a little paper clip, which is lovely. Now I've printed on the back of these because I just printed the wood paneling on there because you will see the inside. Now again, you don't have to print on there, you can keep it white, but this is a piece of the leftover paper, so I thought I would make a little paper clip, little hidden paper clip in there. We'll make one of these in a minute because I know there's always lots of newbies joining my YouTube channel, which is lovely. So I'll show you how to make that in a minute. And then what I've done the card. I've got a little bit of rose trim because you know how much I love that. And then we're going to open it up, and I've actually popped a little tea bag in there. So that's one of my green tea bags. And then I've made like a little belly band to pop that in, so that just slides through. So I just think this is a fab little gift, isn't it? You can pop that like that, and I've just closed it up with the little hidden paper clip. So fabulous. And then what you could do, you could just write on here. But if you know that somebody's a little bit under the weather or a little bit poorly, you could pop a little nice little tea bag in there, can't you? A little menthol one if they've got a cold or something like that, which is lovely. And then this one, what I've done, I've just added, I popped some little gems on there, a little bit of cheesecloth and a little bow, and I've made it into like a little notebook. So I've just cut the shape. I haven't done it all the way around like that. I've just cut it down and then rounded the edges, but I think that looks fab, doesn't it? Just to pop into your little journal. And this one, this is just how I've cut this one out. I was just thinking if you left it like that, you could have it as a card. So maybe I would probably just chop that so it's a little bit flatter, but you could have that as just like a little greetings card. Now I'm going to show you, I've also cut out some of these and some of the little bits off my little kit there, but I've also got the happy birthday one as well, so you could pop a little one like this and pop happy birthday on it, which I think it make a lovely, or even this one with the little roses on, look, you know, that would look beautiful, wouldn't it? So right, I'm going to pop these to the side, pop that to the side. I'm going to show you how, or an easy-ish way to cut this out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and cut and just touch the bottom of your cup and go along like this. Whoops, don't cut it off. Just cut that down. And then what I'm going to do, we'll do the same on this side, just so we touch the top. Now I found this the easiest way to do it, to get it all lined up lovely. And of course, if you printed on the back, keep your little bits of paper. Okay, now the ends, all I'm going to do is cut around just so that we've got that end bit, just like that, and then take that off and do the same here. Now you might find this is a bit finicky to do, but I find this is the easiest way to do it, to make sure that they're really lined up properly. Okay, keep these bits, look, because they've got the little backing on. So this is the right height this side, and then we've got these two here which have cut off. So what we want to do is bend that in half, got the little mark there, but we want to line these up. Can you see? They're just lined up properly. So when you fold that in half, they should be pretty level. Do you know what I mean? So we've got that all lined up. So when you cut like this, let's hope this works. Can you see there's no white bits on the back because it's lined up really well. If you do have any little white bits, you can always ink them and hide it. Can you see? So if we just go round, then we know how, you know, that it's lined up properly. Because sometimes when you cut them out individually, you know, you're not going to cut it out perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect anyway, but I'm just going to show you this way because I think this is, can you see? Oh, I've got a little bit of white on this one, but just snip it off and then you've got that perfect little cutout. Perfect, isn't it? Lovely. Right, and on our, because I've got the backing, I'm just going to do that because that is a nice big piece that we can make a paper clip with, and we don't like wasting paper, do we? So let's just do that. Can you see? Pop those to the side, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut these out. Now, like I said, I have lots and lots of newbies on my channel, which is fabulous. So what I'm going to do, if you're not used to paper crafting and you want to cut things out, what you want to do, look at my grubby scissors. I like to use big scissors. Now these are just kitchen scissors, and they're nice and big. And what you want to do, you want to try and keep your scissors straight and move your paper. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you'll know I say this quite a lot. And you move your paper, not your scissors. And I like big scissors because I like to start cutting right down at the bottom. And then it gives you a lot of cutting space. Now, you don't have to do these perfect, but just give it a wiggle like that. Oops, keep your scissors straight and move the paper, and then you've got nice little wiggly. Super simple. I like to keep my arm against my side as well, so it's not moving about, because you seem to get a little bit more control that way. So just move the paper and just slowly, you know, close your scissors, and you just move it around like that. There we go. Doesn't matter, you don't have to cut it out perfectly. Look, because I've cut lots of bits off there. So there we go. There's your little cutting out lesson for the day. Now these are the ones that I've got, that I've just cut out from the little embellishment bits. You're my cup of tea, time for tea, and pop the kettle on. And then we've got the little happy birthday one. And then I've got lots of little roses. This is another one that I made, another little hidden paper clip, but I just love them. Okay, so which one did we cut this one out, didn't we? Let's get a little bit of ink. So inking around the edge as well, it hides some of your mistakes. Okay, so if you've got a little bit of ink, a little bit of white on there, it just hides those mistakes that you've done, and nobody will know. Let's just do that. What shall we make? Shall we do two? Shall I show you how to make both of those? There we go. Right, let's ink that one. I've got another one what I cut out earlier. I think, did I ink it? No, I don't think I did. Let's just quickly ink around the edge. Like this. There we go. So yes, my tea is probably going to be cold at the end of this, but I know it didn't look very appetizing, did it? But tell you, it's lovely. I do love green tea. And Andy's cake was fabulous. First time he's made a cake, and I just think he did such an amazing job. Bless him. Right, let's just take this one. I'm going to take some paper. Let me just get, I've got a little bit of just tea stain paper. Now again, you can use whatever you like paper wise. But I'm going to just fold this in half Now I'm not going to have it go right to the end of this. I'm just going to have it, where should we have it, say like there, just sort of eyeball it. But again, if you wanted to cut out the whole shape and pop it in, absolutely go ahead and do that. So what I am going to do, I'm going to cut this off. You can actually just put little bits of scrap paper in there as well, but I'm just going to do this, pop that on there and go around this side like that. So just follow the mark. Now I don't want it right to the edge, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just move that up just a little bit. Can you see? There, so we've just got an edge, just a little bit of an edge, and then I'm going to cut this side like that. Okay, so that when you put it in, it just leaves that little edge around the side like that. So I'm going to pop this inside. Let's go up to the top, and I'm going to cut around again like this. Don't know why I'm putting it on the inside. I'm going to end up cutting the back of it. Just pop it on the top and then just cut round. So again, you can do as many of these as you want, as many pages as you want to do, but I'm just going to do 2 of these because it's just going to pop into the journal. So I'll be making up some bits and pieces so we can make a lovely journal, little tea time journal. Okay, ta-da, there we go. Pop these little scrappy bits to the side, pop that in there, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to round these corners off so it's not so square. Just like that. There we go. And then this pops in there. Can you see? So when it's in the little book, you've just got a little gap, so it's not going to poke out the edge. I didn't cut it. It's a little bit too long, actually. Not that it really matters, but gosh, if I can cut it. There we go. Just cut it a little bit. I don't want it poking out. There we go. And then that just sits in there like that. Can you see? I've just got like a tiny little edge around it, so you can't see it when it's inside. Now I'm going to use my big stapler. Now I do like this. I've had this a little while now. I don't use it as much as I should, really. So I'm going to just staple this in. Let's just hold that. Make sure that's sort of in place. I think I've just moved it. Okay, let's just push that in. Okay, I think that's right. I'm going to turn that over, pop it in, just pop a little staple in there. Let's see if I can get it level. Yes, that's not bad, is it? There we go. This one, I'll pop a link down to this if you fancied a great big one, because they are fabulous. And there we go. We have a little, look at that. Look like little butterfly wings, don't they? It looks like dragonfly wings, actually. But look at that, love it. It's fabulous, isn't it? So, what shall we pop on the front? Shall we have, I quite like this, time for tea on there. Don't you? That looks really good. Shall we make a little paper clip in a second? Shall we have one of these little ones on there? Shall I just ink it up? Like that. Just a little bit. Shall I get some tape? I don't know. Let's just Let me just get my little tape things, because I do like using these, just to give it a little bit of height. Now, where's my tweezers? Gosh, let me use these ones. Let's just take some of these off. Oops, I'm doing this one, aren't I? Let's just, we only want sort of like 3, don't we? Take that off. Should we have that? There we go. So that's just raised a little bit. Oh, isn't that lovely? Should we? I don't think I'll raise this one. I think I'll just stick you down there. Let's have a little bit of glue on here. Well, I hope you guys have had a lovely week. I've had a lovely week. I've eaten lots and lots this week because I've had a few sort of like birthday lunches out and about, which has been beautiful. So, oh, and a big, huge thank you to you all for all your birthday messages. Oh, some of them are lovely. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's so lovely to know that you are all out there and that I am not sat here talking to myself. What do you think? Should we put one that side? This one I just printed tea stain paper on the back, or coffee stain paper. My glue thing's not working very well, is it? I think I need to really do the nozzle on this. I did do it the other day, but I keep leaving it open, if you know what I mean. Look at that. Super simple. I think I do like this. Shall I just have 3 little ones underneath? Yes. Shall we just chop 3 off? Let's just add a little bit. Again, add fabric or whatever. You guys add some beautiful stuff for your work anyway. There we go. Let's just stick that on there. There we go. Isn't that lovely? So that's a lovely little notebook. Really, really cute, isn't it? So lovely tea. You can pop something on the back if you want to. So a lovely cup of tea. So that's another one. So I'm going to have lots of different ones. Shall I show you? Oh, let's make a quick paper clip. For all of you that haven't made a paper clip before, because like I said, there's lots of newbies in my group, which I really appreciate it. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, I would love you to subscribe to my channel. I really, really would. Right, probably don't need it that big. So let's just take a strip of paper, fold it in half. I will cut this one down because this is too big. We don't want that. What should we have on it? Should we have a biggish flower though? Should we have that one? Because I want to make this one to go for the little one that we're going to make to put a tea bag in. Let's see. Just need another piece of paper. So take another piece of paper that's folded in half. This is just the leftover bit. So that will fit properly. I'm going to take from my little pot of paper clips, pop a paper clip on there, and then what we need to do is glue this piece over the top of that. So it's quite simple. Pop that on. I'm going to just take my glue gun because it's quick. A little bit of glue on there. Squash that down, and look at that without getting on your fingernails. Oops, never mind. And then we do the same with this side. Pop that in there. Stick it down with anything, Fabri-Tac, your tacky glue. You want something that's going to hold that metal paper clip in there though, so it's got to be pretty strong. Now I'm just going to cut around it. I know lots of you know how to make these, but sometimes a little recap is quite nice. So if you've been making other things, oops, did I just throw my flour away? Oh no. If you've been making other things, you forget, don't you? It's the simple things sometimes we forget about. Now I'm going to take my little scissors. I'm going to open that up just a little bit. And I'm going to, I think this is the smaller one, cut just a little section off one of the sides, like that. And then I'm going to just round that corner a little bit, just so it's a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Just finishes it up, I think. Okay, so we've got a little thing, so when you actually pop it onto the paper, so this is our piece of paper, it's easier. Okay, so you don't have to find on this one, wherever it's gone, this one I didn't do it, so it's really a lot harder to find the opening, isn't it? So you have to open it up like that, but when you've got it like this, it just sort of like slides in. So much easier when I remember to do it. Okay, so let's just think, how are we doing for time? Okay, we're good for time. Little bit of ink round the edges like that. I wonder if one of these, I don't think they're small enough, are they? No, that's a bit too big. Should we have a little flower? Pop a little flower on there. Let's have a look, see if I've got anything in my little pot. I don't think that's quite big enough, is it? I need to do some more pink. Then we can put a little bit of this on. Let's just cut a little bit of this. There we go. I popped to our local charity shop this morning, and I picked up a few bits and pieces, some lovely fabric which I've actually, the little I think they're just like little napkins, so I picked up some of those and I've actually tea dyed them. Not tea dyed them, I actually coffee dyed them. So they're outside, so I will show you those probably tomorrow. I was meant to do a video last night, but I just didn't have time. So I really need a couple more hours in the day. It would really, really help me. Look at that. How simple is that? And then what we do then, you can just pop this on the edge just to hold it together. Isn't it lovely? Or whatever you want to do with it. But that's how simple it is to make a little paper clip. Okie dokie. So this one, what have I got on the inside of this one? Some lined paper. Some lined stuff. So what shall we do? Shall we make one to pop a little tea bag in? Like this one. And then what we do, you can just use this one. I cut off that little bit. Can you see it? That looks great, doesn't it? So I've got a little Lipton's tea bag here. So shall we, oh, I've got glue all stuck on my fingernails. So what we're going to do with this one is quite simple. Let's just pop a little bit of ink around there. I've printed these onto 160 GSM paper, which I think is quite a nice way. But I think if you were going to make it into a greetings card or something, you might want it a little bit thicker. Do you know what I mean? But we'll see. It all depends on what you like, how thick you like it. So shall we, what should we do? I quite like this, pop the kettle on, because that's quite a nice little saying, obviously, if I can pick it up, for the tea bags, isn't it? What did I do with my inky thing? Now, I'm not quite sure. If we pop our little tea bag on there, what do you reckon? We could have, is that going to be too big? Underneath, stick that down. this one. That would work as a belly band, wouldn't it? Okay, pop that up there. I'm going to a little bit of glue. Pop that on like that. I'm popping it underneath because I don't really want this to be covered up with the rose. I don't want it to be too big for this to go in there either. So we want it quite a lot on here, don't we? Like that, do you think? That sort of fit? Make sure this closes. It will come in a minute because I'm going to just push it up just a little bit. So that's the back of it. Let's just give it a little, bend like that. Not too much, but it needs to be, can you see what I'm doing? It's just pushing it up like that. So we've got a little bit of a gap in between. So we pop our little tea bag. You can probably keep it in the little pouch. If they come with little pouches, it might actually fit those other ones, mightn't it, in the kit? So, what do you think? Let's just, I'm going to just glue it down with the tea bag there. A little bit of glue either side. Pop this on. And then, you don't want it to, you know, fall through, but you don't want it to be too tight. Well, that looks about right. So take our tea bag out. There we go. So we've got like a little gap in there. And then that just pops through like that. Look at that. Pop the kettle on with the tea bag in there. And then we've got our little paper clip that we've just made to seal that. And then we want something on the front, don't we? What should we? You're my cup of tea. Should we put this on there? Could do with a little bit of lace or something, couldn't we, really? Don't know where all my lace is. All that lace I've got, and I don't have anything on my table. You're my cup of tea. Let's have a look. What can I put? Maybe we'll just go with our lovely little rose trim. I do like the rose trim. Should we put that up? Let's pop it onto some of these, shall we? Here we go. Let's take these ones. Oh, I think that's Jessie wants to come in. I've got my door closed because the gardeners are outside and they're very, very noisy. Yeah, she's banging on my door. She's got her little bed beside me, and I think when it's noisy outside, although she can't hear a lot, but when they're outside, she knows they're outside and she likes to sort of like come in and sit with me. But when I'm filming, I have to sort of like keep the door closed. There we go. Let's make sure we've got it up the right way, like that. You're my cup of tea. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to open the door. Okay, I opened the door and she went back downstairs again. Never mind. I think she just wanted to know that I was in here. Okay, let's have my little pretty little roses. 2, 4. Should we have 5? Little odd number on there. I think if I had my lace. Oh, I should have got it when I opened the door, shouldn't I? Never mind. That's not what I put on there, was it? It's this. Let's just have a little bit of this. Pop a little bit of this down. A little bit of glue going on there. Again, you can make them as pretty or as simple as you like, but I don't think you need a huge amount of stuff on here. Let's pop a little bit of glue on there. Pop that on. Lovely. Now again, you could probably have a little, attach a little sort of dingly dangly to there, because I do like dingly danglies. Look at that, your my cup of tea, little paper clip, open that up, and we've got a little tea bag in there which says pop the kettle on. Oh, I do love these. How fab is that? So there we go, guys. Let's move all this out of the way. Gosh, I've got so much stuff everywhere. We've got Time for Tea, and then this is the one with the little bits of paper in there, a little notebook. We have another one with a tea bag in it, and that's what I've just stuck the roses together, and I popped a little bit of cheesecloth in there as well, and then just popped the tea bag in there. Oh, these are just make such lovely gifts, so don't they? Especially, is Mother's Day coming up for you guys? Nice little Mother's Day card as well. This one I've got little gems on, and I've got a little sequin. They're like little I got them? No, they're like little transparent ones, little iridescent ones. I don't know where they are. And just a little crystal on there, and a little bow. And that's the one with the, oopsie daisy, that's the one with the little pad of paper in there as well. But again, you can always cut it like that, but I just thought that's quite easy. We like to keep it simple, don't we? But there we go, guys. That is your Friday freebie. Don't forget, we've got the, this one is for the Ko-fi. Let me get this one out. This is your Friday freebie. So pop over. This is the only way you can get this one now. It's from the Facebook group. So do pop over. Links are down below if you're not in the group. And you can go over and print that off. It's Happiness and Crafting group. So it's a lovely group. Lots of lovely people in there. Sharing all their lovely makes from my kits. This is the extra one for the Ko-fi, monthly and one-offs. And this is the one from last week. I didn't do an actual Friday freebie last week because we were busy, but I do like to give an extra one. I tried to do an extra one for the Ko-fi because for all my lovely supporters there, because I couldn't do things without you guys. It's amazing. So do pop over, and of course the Time for Tea kit is in my Etsy shop at the moment. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. All of these, I've given you lots of these because I think these make lovely little page embellishments as well. If you've got these on there, these can go down the side of your page, can't they? Like that, making little clusters as well. So few little extras are always worth it. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.